What's up, everybody? My name is Ethan, and I'm going to teach you how to make a lightsaber in OnShape. So the first thing you're going to do is we're going to link the template for you, and this is just has the constraint box. So this is where you're going to start. You're going to download this or click on the link, and then you're going to click the little hamburger here, copy workspace, and then you're going to title it 3DPC underscore your last name underscore lightsaber, and then create document. All right, so you have this. So now you're gonna double click on the word constraint box, and it'll open up the sketch. And you could use this little cube up here to orient your views. So I'm gonna click on the front, and you could, okay. So this is your constraint box, 2 inches out, 7 inches up. So let's make a lightsaber. So I'm just gonna start here and just start drawing. So the goal here is to make something in this plane, and then we're going to revolve it around this line or this axis here, and it'll look pretty cool. So I'm going to do something like this. And don't worry about being exact right now, because we're going to go in and dimension it later, in a couple of minutes. So I do something like this. You could be creative with it, as creative as you'd like. This is just my basic model. I'm going to add some of these to make it look like a zigzag. I'm making it on an angle because in order for it to print, it's going to print from the bottom up. So the printer goes like this, back and forth, and you want like a 45-degree angle minimum when printing here. So this angle should be fine. We're going to go in and dimension it later. These angles should be fine, but you can't go straight out like this. So I'm going to keep doing this, and then I'm going to go straight up and like that. Now, let's say I want like a little circle here. And you could use the trim tool to get any edges that you don't want. Okay, so far you have this. So now we're going to dimension it. Now I have my old one, so I'm going to cheat a little bit here. So let's just go 0.2. Make that look nice. Make it symmetrical. Like this. Let's make this 2.5. Nice. Now, these, I don't want these to be as long. 0.15 maybe. And then the lines, maybe I want them to be shorter. 0.2. Now, sometimes you have to go in and do each thing individually, and it's very tedious, but sometimes things mess up, so you can do Control Z. I don't really know what happened here. Is there something constrained? I just do dimension. What's up with that? Okay. Let me get rid of this dimension for now. Ew. Okay. Maybe we'll dimension this. Constrain that. Constrain this line to 0.5. Okay, sure. There we go. Hopefully this doesn't. Oh, now everything looks pretty symmetrical. You have something come up here. You can, if you, oh, let me Control Z that. All right. Let's make this line shorter to 0.75. This smaller, 0.1. Okay, that looks good. And you can put more dimensions. I think this looks good. Double check your angles, make sure everything prints or looks like it should print. Like these angles should be fine. You can kind of just eyeball it. You don't really have to go and dimension the angles, but if you're unsure, you can. So yeah, so I have main body of the lightsaber. And one thing I forgot is you're going to want to get rid of this outside of the constraint box. And you also don't really want to, you want it to be pretty thin inside the constraint box. If it goes out, then your lightsaber will be pretty chunky. And probably when I revolve it, it's going to look chunky as well. But then we could go back in and fix it. Let's just see how it looks at first. So the revolve feature is this little donut thing. And when it says faces and sketches, you're just going to click in the middle here, and revolve axis, you're going to click this line. And as you could see, it revolved around here, but it does look a little chunky. So I'm going to hit the X. I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to make it a little thinner. So dimension, this line and this line. Let's make it 0.3. Ooh, okay, that looks good. Now when I revolve it, it should look a lot better. Okay, boom. All right, so far I like how this looks. We're going to add some more detail. So what I'm going to add is, here, I'll show you what I'm thinking. I have it on this one. Get out of this. Okay, so I want to add these things right here. Now, in order to add these, you're going to have to make a plane and make that a certain amount up from the bottom, and then draw these little trapezoids, and then make a circular pattern. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make this plane. I'm going to click the bottom one because that's what I wanted to be parallel to. And let's do, I think the last one was 2 inches. This should be 2 inches. Okay, that's not really in the middle. Let me do 1.5. 1.75. Okay, that looks good enough. It doesn't have to be exact. If you really want it to be exact, you could go into the sketch and see how far it is to the center here, but I'm not going to do that for the sake of time. So you're going to make a sketch, on this plain one here, and I think it would be better to go from the bottom. Yeah. Okay. So here you see the bottom of the lightsaber. So I'm going to draw, make sure it snaps to here. Oh, I'll draw a line from the center. Here. And then it looks very big, but I'm going to make it smaller. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do project/convert entities, and you could click this. So now these circles are part of the sketch, and it'll snap easier. As you can see, these are very big and they'll stick out a lot, but we're going to fix that. So let's dimension. Let's do from here to here. Let's do 0.0. We'll do a 1/16 of an inch. Yeah, that looks good. And we'll do this angle because I don't feel like worrying about the length. We'll do, let's try 110. 20. Okay. I want to make it symmetrical. Now, make this maybe 0.1. There we go. Make this 0.1. And then click the check mark. You could circular pattern it in the sketch, but sometimes that's annoying. So it's easier to do it this way. So if you click extrude and you click on these little guys, and as you could see, it just goes one direction. So you could do symmetric, and I want that to be 2 inches. Yeah, that looks good. So now you have one. I want to have a circular pattern around here to make it look cooler. So I'm going to click on these 4 little boxes, linear pattern, click the arrow, circular pattern, entities to pattern. You're going to click here, axis of pattern, here. So when you click entities to pattern, this might not show up exactly, but if you still click on this general area, it should work. And then you specify how many you want. Maybe I want 12. Let's see how 12 looks. That's a little too much. 10. Perfect. Okay. So here you have a pretty good looking lightsaber. You could add something to the over here if you want, or you could be as creative as you'd like with it. So yeah, make sure your dimensions are inside the constraint box. Make sure that this is a 1-inch diameter. If this isn't a 1-inch diameter and you're printing a life-size one, or even if you're printing a small one, the blade won't fit in. And that's pretty crucial to having a lightsaber. You can't have it without the blade. And yeah, make sure that everything is able to print. Oh wait, I almost forgot. I apologize. These little guys would not print because this is a very sharp angle here. So you're going to want to use the chamfer tool, and you're going to want to click on each individual thing, and as you could see, it creates a nice angle to move into. Also, if you right click on the mouse, you could rotate your object freely. That's what I'm doing right now. And if you hold it on the mouse button, you can drag it. Ooh. Okay. So that's on the bottom. If you'd like, you could do the same thing on the top. That's up to you. You could add buttons, you could add more patterns. The possibilities are endless. And yeah, so once you're done with this, okay. So in order for all of these things to print, since these are in separate sketches, you're going to want to combine all of these things. So if you select all of these, if you hold shift, you can select all of them, then right click. Hmm. I think there's a way to combine the parts. Not sure. I will figure that out by the time we do this. Or actually, I think since it's not a different color, it might be fine. I don't know. We'll let you know before it's too late. So after you have your finished lightsaber, everything's combined. Or if it doesn't need to be combined, it's fine. And then you're going to click on the Part Studio here. You're going to right click, and you're going to click Export. Make sure everything is. You're going to want to change the name of the file again to the same thing you had it up here. So 3DPC, last name, lightsaber. STL, binary, millimeter, resolution fine, and you're gonna press OK. And this downloads to your computer. And once you get this, there's a Google form to submit it, and then you're done. So I hope this helped. I'm sorry if there was anything that wasn't clear. So yeah, I'm excited for you guys to learn how to make a lightsaber. And yeah, so have a great day.